Welcome to Trash Talk.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Trash Talk. Thanks for joining in today. Today we've got Steve Allman, Heather Sawyer, and myself, Eric Sternberg.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Great.
Good.
Thank you for inviting me to be part of this little party. I appreciate it. We're gonna add some mountain spice and flavor to this show this week.
But before we get started, maybe Heather, tell us a little bit about what you do here at Advanced Biogas so the audience knows who's leading the charge today.
Sure. So I am the inside sales manager, and I have been charged with helping the whole team at every single location. I'm sort of the point of contact, and of course, customers call in. I am the voice of the company, so I've been tasked with a wonderful job.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for letting me jump on board with that and become part of this team.
Absolutely.
It's an exceptional team, by the way. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
Steve, tell us what you do here at ABS.
I've been the general manager ever since the startup of Advanced Biogas Systems, and I've recently taken a step back to technical director, and now you are the general manager.
Yeah, appreciate that, Steve. It's I've got some big shoes to fill there and a lot to learn too. So
Are we going to jump right in? Is it good to go?
let's jump in.
All right, guys. So let's discuss built for biogas. What separates leading equipment manufacturers? That's sort of what we're going to be talking about today. And Steve, I'm going to pick on you first thing. From your perspective, what truly separates one manufacturer from another manufacturer?
I think one thing that developers look at in engineers when they're looking at a supplier for equipment, they look at price a lot of times. A lot of developers have a lot of problems with that when they're doing startup on a new site. You'll have one manufacturer pointing at another manufacturer, pointing at another manufacturer when there's an issue. I think another thing that sets us apart from other manufacturers is we are B31.3 compliant. We use actually good materials. If you look at Advanced Biogas, has always used stainless steel. We use 304 stainless steel for our demisters, for our inlet gas piping, for our pipes to the flares and to all the equipment. Any equipment we sell prior to the dehydration of the gas in the system is stainless. So it's going to last a long time.
I think that's a good point on what, Steve, you mentioned about being a one-stop shop. And I think that is one thing that differentiates ABS from a lot of our competitors out there. I think another thing, too, is it's what brought me to ABS and to the landfill group was customer service. That was the role that I was in prior to coming to here. And that one weighs pretty heavy with me because that's the world I came from and lived in for quite a while. And it's the support after the sale. And, you know, it's like I used to tease some of our sales team. It's like you sell the first one and then I'll sell the rest of them. And that service after the sale is so important. And I think it's exponential that we bring that up because it's not, hey, let us drop our equipment off and you're never going to hear from us again. We're there through the end, and however we can provide service, parts, whatever we need to help them be successful. That's really our main goal.
My goal for me is that I want the customers and the other landfills to call into you guys and say, hey, you got your top-notch girl there with Heather. You know, she's really ready to jump in. And I think that we're putting things in place that's going to make that easier to do that. It's going to be streamlined and simple so that's that quick response and that quick turnaround on the major equipment that needs to be replaced or reinstalled. When evaluating biogas processing equipment providers, what should owners and developers be looking for beyond the equipment itself?
They need to look at a manufacturer that can supply all the equipment. A lot of developers in the industry will supply a piece of equipment, and then you have another supplier that supplies another piece of equipment. One thing Advanced Biogas does is we build all the equipment from the inlet flange to the outlet flange, and we design our controls to control the whole system and not just one piece of equipment. So a lot of times that will increase online time. You don't have as many shutdowns. You don't have as many problems. It's a lot easier to troubleshoot. And you have one supplier. If you've got a problem, you go to one supplier and they take care of it and get you going.
You know, something I think about with that is what we do with the field guys on the landfill itself, right? So we have experience in our own plants to where we not only control the processing equipment, but we also control the landfill and the wells. Can you speak a little bit about some of the benefits that we've seen with having some input even from the landfill itself?
Oh yeah, when you control the landfill, you're actually, if you think of it like this, and you're driving down the road in a car, you actually have your foot on the gas pedal. So if you're operating a system like this, it's like having your foot on the gas pedal. If you have somebody else doing the landfill for you and you don't have any control over the landfill, you don't have any control over the accelerator, and you have no way of changing how much gas you have going through the system.
Yeah.
You're always relying on somebody else.
Good analogy.
So let's talk about some quality. What does quality control look like inside of a strong manufacturing operation, Eric?
Let's see. So quality starts from, I'll say even procuring the parts, making sure you've got good quality parts like Steve mentioned earlier. So we embed at ABS quality from the very get-go, from the design all the way from procuring parts. And we've got quality embedded in every step throughout the plant, from the time material enters to the time it goes out the door. We've got QA and QC and different sign-offs, even outside of QA and QC. Each welder, each assembler, everybody has sign-offs that are embedded with quality. So we have it through every step, every process, and it's not something we just look at the end of the day and we have a sign-off sheet saying, yes, we did these things. It's through every step along the way throughout the entire build process.
Both you guys' opinion again, maybe. What are signs that a manufacturer is designing for long-term reliability rather than just initial performance?
You can see it a lot in the materials used. Just like I was saying before, we use 304 stainless all the way up to dehydration. When the gas has water in it and moisture in it, we use stainless so it won't deteriorate. A lot of the materials we use will last 30, 40, 50 years.
So what is our oldest, or what was our first site that we installed and how long has it been running?
So we built the site in Lawrence, Kansas. It was the first site in the United States to use Ebonic membranes in a landfill, and it was built in 2017.
And still running strong today.
Still running strong.
How important is customization versus standardization equipment packages? I'm going to ask both of you guys that.
Go ahead, Steve.
A standard product line is a lot better, and that's what we've actually been trying to do is every piece of equipment we build, we turn into a standard product line. That way we can get quotes out quicker, we can get material prices, we know what the standard prices are. It's easy to get the updated prices and move forward with a quote. And we do have the ability to have options available for that equipment. If you want an analyzer, we can put an analyzer on it. If you want something different, a different valve or different whatever, you can use that standard product line and just change one item and you're ready to go. It makes it a lot quicker to get it out in the field.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think there's a balance between having the benefits of having a standard product line, so you can be more reactive, more nimble. You already have a solution to provide to a customer pretty much immediately. And then when you have other customers to where they're maybe in between sizes or have some additional gas requirements, we can adapt to those too. We have a baseline, and I think everybody wins in that equation.
One thing that also I just thought about was ABS, Advanced Biogas Systems, was started in 2012. But we built this equipment starting in 2008. So we built our equipment, ran it internally. So we proved out the process, proved out the equipment before we sold any equipment to anybody else. We actually operate and run our own equipment. So we're our own guinea pig. We run it. We make sure it runs properly. We make modifications as needed. We've already gone through that process. A lot of other suppliers have never operated a landfill, but we actually operate and run our own equipment.
Yeah, so our customers aren't being our first line of testing grounds, right? So
Right.
we're doing that internally, vetting those issues out early, making changes, and then providing the best product we can. And that's ever evolving too. So that's exciting to see.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish every customer understood about biogas equipment manufacturing?
What I would like for them to understand is you can buy a piece of equipment that's the cheapest equipment on the market, and it may not do what you need. Or you could do the other thing and buy the most expensive piece of equipment and spend $10 million on one piece of equipment that still won't do what you want it to do. It's not based on price. It's based on what the equipment's designed to do and how well it works in conjunction with that piece of equipment next to it. I have seen people that brags about, we built a $90 million facility and they're running 35% online time. It doesn't work. You may have to spend, instead of buying the cheapest piece of equipment, you can spend a little bit more. You can get more methane into the pipeline, waste less methane, be a lot more efficient, and be online a lot more. If you're online, you're making revenue. Run equals revenue.
Yeah. In this business, one thing that I've seen, there's nothing that's going to happen really quick because it takes time and it takes that communication and relationship to be able to get the product to match and meet or exceed the customer's needs. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I've noticed between us and our customers. It's like, are we really solving for the problem that you're presenting to us, and having that feedback loop going back and forth? Like, I think customers really need to understand that there's not a one size fits all, but yet having the testimonial and the experience and the knowledge of proven track records is important.
I can say that from a customer service side of things and what I've seen in other places that I've worked at, ABS listens to the customer's needs, and we strive to get there. That's our goal. But we actually are listening to the customer and trying to provide that product to them, that they need. And I have, sometimes customers call in and they don't know what they need exactly. And I have to say that it's nice working with the team that tries to get there. We listen. We really hear what they're saying. So
Thanks everyone for listening. Come back next time to hear more on this topic with me, Heather, and Steve.